is Tara, the face behind the tarot, and I love to talk about manifestation. Manifestation is my thing, but I'm going through my own personal journey. I've been through my tough times. I'm still trying to manifest my best life, and and I want to be raw and real with you guys because I feel like there is so much on YouTube that people are talking about manifestation, but they're not giving you what it's really truly like to manifest your best life. And it's hard. It is really hard because we have to overcome all these obstacles, all these hurdles. Life gets in the way, and it can be hard to manifest your best life. So I'm just being real about it. Through my own personal life journey, I'm going to be giving you all the tips I want to be able to you guys to relate to what I'm saying because I'm a single parent. I do have a daytime job. I am trying to manifest thousands of dollars. I know exactly what to do and how to do it. But I just want to show you my journey so you know what it takes so I can help you along your way because I have manifested the most incredible things. I have manifested a beautiful life for myself. I'm just now getting to that next level. And so it's a journey. It's a massive journey and I've overcome an abusive relationship and that was the tipping point and the point where I started learning about the laws of the universe. I was never a spiritual person prior to this. I never believed in angels and spirit guides, and I rolled my eyes at that stuff. And now it's my life. I love it. I live for it. But I'm just here to be real with you guys. I want to be able to create like a support system on my channel. I want to be able to do my channel full time, doing tarot readings. I'm about to like my next level, like my next chapter is taking tarot to that next level. I want to be able to start coaching people through the tarot. So I'm about to start a 9-month journey on the psychology of tarot. So I'm very excited for it. But today I wanted to talk about what it takes to manifest your best life. And I'm going to be talking about it from a point of view of my own journey. So one, it takes getting outside your comfort zone every time. Every time you're about to level up and manifest that dream life you want for yourself, every single time it takes you stepping outside your comfort zone. It's all about risk, taking those leaps of faith where you don't know what the end result's going to be. But I can guarantee you, if it's a step in the right direction, the best things will come of it. The best things. The universe will never leave you astray. You just have to determine what's your ego and what's your heart. And that's another video I will talk about is intuition. And the next one is persistence. And that's the one thing I've stepped outside my comfort zone. I need to do one more thing. But right now I'm going through being persistent. And that is hard. It is so hard. It's creating new habits basically. And so, okay, so the very first time I got outside my comfort zone was leaving my relationship. I had a 4-month-old baby with no job. I had no income coming in. I left a full-time job to move outside of the city to a rural area. It's where I grew up. It's where my ex-partner lives. So I made the decision to move there because you can't put a country boy in the city. Anyway, long story short, I was he was cutting me off from my friends and family. I was being isolated. Life was miserable. I wasn't allowed to have my friends and family over. I wasn't allowed to go outside a radius of the house we we're living at. My life was miserable. And all my friends and family wanted to do was to be there for me. Um, and so it was really hard. And it got to the point where I was crying every day. And I remember sitting on the bed. I remember this so vividly. I remember sitting on my bed and asking myself, if this is how I feel now, how am I going to feel in 5 years' time? And I had this clear vision come to me, and I was just walking around the house mindlessly, like a walking zombie. Nothing left going up in here, just numb. And that scared the hell out of me. There was no way I was going to have our daughter grow up in this environment and seeing a miserable mother and thinking that this is how you get treated, that this is life. Nah. I grew up in a very loving family, in a very loving household, and I still had myself end up in this situation. And what I would come to learn is I didn't have enough self-respect, enough love for myself, and there were obstacles I had to overcome. But before then, before I got to that realization, I just knew I had to leave. So this was my leap of faith. This was me stepping outside my comfort zone. It's leaving a relationship. It's leaving a financially support system and stepping into the unknown. Being single again, being a mother on my own. That was scary. And so I left, and my sister came and helped me get my stuff, and we left while he was at work. I left a note explaining why I needed to leave and all this stuff. And from then on, 2 weeks later, we were going to court. That was the start of our 5-year court journey. So within that time, I had to find myself. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know how the hell I could support my daughter. So I moved back with mum and dad, and I had to figure life out. But I was going to do it properly this time. I was going to make life happen for me and not to me. So I was in a place where I could do this for myself. I was going to get a job that I liked. Now, in between this period, I had him saying, like, let's get back together and all this stuff, even going through court. And I was umming and ahhing about it. But then found out some information. I was constantly being accused of cheating on him. I was the most loyal person I could be to him, so loyal, and then I found out that he actually cheated on me. And know that a narcissist will always call you the narcissist. That's how you know they're a narcissist. So if this is going on for you and you're the one being called a narcissist, trust me, you're not. But anyway, so when I found out that information, that's when my mind did like this tick over. It was like, no, I'm not going back. Not going back. No, no. Like that tick, like the tick was kind of like, yeah, I kind of want to go back. And then it was like, doom. And as soon as my mind changed in that way, I got the best job offer. Like, I didn't even hand out resumes. The job came to me. In the most craziest of ways, opportunities started happening. I had an old next door neighbor who I hadn't seen since high school. So like 14 years later since school, like I'm 32 now. I had recently bumped into her. And it was like we started like hanging, like, yeah, it was like 3 months later after bumping into her. This lady came into her shop that she was working at and was like, oh, do you know of any beauty therapists, anyone that does Reiki? And she's like, actually I do. And that was me. And so she told her of my name and my number. And so this lady called me, and I found the most incredible spiritual place. We're absolute nuffs there. Like, we talk about other worlds, and we're just, yeah, it's highly spiritual. And just found my soul sisters. I have learnt so much from that place. Like, I found my soul purpose. Like, we do a lot of healing there. A lot of people who are going through divorces, breakups, someone who's going through cancer, someone who has overcome so much trauma, someone who's lost people to suicide, or like whatever it is. These people are magnetized to this place. Like, it is incredible. And like, yes, we do facials and massages and all that, but there's so much that goes behind what we do. There is so much like love, and they can stay with us for as long as they want to as well. We have a homestead down the road, and they can come stay with us like for a couple of weeks, a weekend, and the transformation when they come stay with us is insane. Like, I'm not joking. This one lady, her appearance physically changed, and it was because she allowed her body to rest. One lady, she couldn't even walk upstairs. She was on a walking stick. Like, our place is upstairs. By the end of 10 days, she had no walking stick and was capable of walking up and down the stairs by herself. It was like, I've never seen anything like it. So this job landed in my lap, and it was when my mindset changed. It's like when it was flickering, oh, maybe I want to go back to that abusive relationship. Maybe I do, because that's my comfort zone. That's what I was used to. It's security. I would have a partner. But when my mind went to like, nope, like, no, absolutely 100% no. That's like when the universe started responding to me. It's like, okay, she's ready. She's ready now. And so opportunities started coming in. I'm now earning the most I've ever earned in my life. I then started like the words, like, I had never done tarot or anything of the kind, and I wanted to get some clarity on life. I went through a dark night of the soul. I had no idea what it is that I wanted to do. And so, guys, like, this is what it takes to manifest your best life. It does mean leaving relationships and stepping into the unknown and becoming single again and getting to know yourself again, getting back to your authenticity. And this takes time. It's a journey, okay? This has been like a 5-year-long journey for me. But it has been the most wildest, craziest, in the most most beautiful way. Like, there are no words for what I have experienced. I'm learning so much about myself. And I intentionally stayed single because I'm not going to settle for anyone less but the most perfect person for me, who is so beautiful, so loving, so kind, that treats me like an absolute queen, that we work through our shit together. We talk through things, we elevate each other in every single aspect. Like, we talk, we watch the stars, we help each other grow and get through the toughest of times with support, love, and care. And I want my daughter to see that, so that I'm consciously manifesting a loving partner. And what it takes to manifest a loving partner is everything to do with you and nothing to do with them. If you want to manifest an incredible loving relationship, you attract what you are. So the more love you can have for yourself, the more respect you have for your body, you are going to attract that equal. So you could be down here right now, and the love of your life could be up here. So you need to raise your vibration to meet that person. And we do that by respecting our body in the way that we eat, doing yoga, going for exercise, like doing things that our body and our soul needs, meditating, like creating that space for ourselves and doing things that make us happy, doing dancing or creating art, letting out our expression, finding our voice through whatever it may be. That's how we love ourselves, and that's how we meet our soul partner, by focusing on us, not focusing on that. Yes, do your vision every single night before bed and feel what it feels like to be in that loving relationship. But during the day, you focus on what it is that you need to do. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I know that the only way to meet that person is to focus on me. And I'm doing that by learning about myself, getting back to my authenticity. And what I was saying before is, I went through a dark night of the soul of not knowing what the hell to do with my life and how the hell I could support my daughter. And I said I was going to take things seriously this time. I wasn't going to find myself in a shitty job just being miserable. No, I was going to do things properly this time. And so that job came to me. Like, it fell in my lap. And know that things will always come in ways that you don't expect it to. I never in my wildest dreams to expect a job to fall into my lap. That Monday, I was actually going to go and hand around, like, I was in the right mindset, like, because I was going through court and all of that shittiness, that for a long period of time, I could not work. I couldn't. I had just gone through a breakup. I just had a baby, and I was going through court. There is no way that I was in a mindset where I could then work. So I just needed things to just settle, process, and calm the fuck down. So the job came at the perfect time. It did come the week COVID hit, mind you. So then that first year was very on and off. Like, the income was not steady whatsoever. It was a rough year, but I got through it. So then, yeah, I wanted some clarity on my life, like we do, because we don't really like to be out of control. We kind of like to know what's going on. So I went and seen a psychic for the first time in my life. And I just thought, how cool. Like, she got everything spot on. Everything she said was incredible. So I was like, how did she do that? Like, do you have to be born with these abilities, or can you learn it? So then I went home and Googled psychics, and then I came to know that we all have this ability. We can all channel this guidance. We are all actually psychic. We just have not been taught to train this muscle, our third eye. We have not been told to trust our gut and learn about intuition. And so that's why I started practicing. I started doing all this research. I started buying books on psychic abilities. I joined like a few groups and classes, because by that time I had some money coming in. And then the words, so I'm just following the breadcrumbs. Like, whatever was coming to my mind that sparked my curiosity, I just started Googling, buying books. And then tarot started coming to mind. And tarot, I was like, what a load of shit. But like, this breakup sparked a spiritual awakening. Our toughest times is always our turning point. We have this spiritual awakening. So the words like tarot started floating around in my mind. So I'm like, ooh, that seems interesting. So and my psychic, she used tarot cards as well. So I went and bought myself a pack of tarot cards. So again, like, this is what it takes to manifest your best life. It's following the breadcrumbs. It's following your thoughts. It's following, like, your gut. Like, what's your gut telling you to do? Like, what is sparking your interest? So then I started self-learning tarot. It was very overwhelming. There is 78 cards that you have to know. Very overwhelming. And then you have to intuitively learn to read them. It's like, it was hard, but it was fun. I loved it. And then I started doing tarot readings at work. Like, my boss, she was like, oh, let's put it on the menu. Man, it took me over a year for me to start doing tarot readings at work. In the end, she was like, it's on the menu. You have a client this weekend. I was like, oh, what? No. I was mortified. I was so anxious. Again, it was stepping outside of my comfort zone, and I was doing a real life client. I was like, oh my god, I freaked out so much. um and now, like, I've been doing for a while now, and I love it. Like, I am living my best life now. And now I'm now investing in myself, and like, I've been constantly investing, and that's another thing what it takes to manifest your best life is investing in yourself. Now, I haven't had a lot of money. I really haven't. And I just find myself just investing in all these courses, acquiring all this information. I've now done like a marketing course. Like, I now know what I want for myself. I want to be coaching people in my niche, helping people overcome obstacles, because that's what I've had to do in my life. Since that breakup, all I've done is overcome hurdles and obstacles and getting beyond those. And beyond it, I am manifesting my best life. It is beautiful. It is amazing. I am even like starting this YouTube channel. I can't tell you how many times I was petrified for putting myself on the internet and talking like this. The amount of videos, like, it has actually taken me 3 years. It has taken me 3 years to be making these videos right now. The amount I made and then deleted over 3 years. But I found my groove now. Like, you won't find your groove to begin with. You won't. It's going to feel messy. It's going to feel awkward. But as you go along and you start doing, you start finding your groove. You start finding your rhythm. Because you start realizing, nah, that didn't work so well. Let's try this. And I finally found my groove. I finally found like what I want to do and talk about. I want to be able to create a community here on my YouTube channel where we can support and love each other and raise each other up. I'm here to support you. Like, talk to me through these chats. Like, I'm going to be doing them live so we can have this community, like a live community base. And so yeah, I want to be able to start coaching people with that, because I love the tarot so much. I want to incorporate that into my coaching sessions when I launch that. And like, the tarot's going to help me get like a better idea of what's going on in your world. So guys, this is what it takes. It takes leaps of faith. It takes investing in yourself. Even when you hardly have any money, it's putting that money to good use and not have it just sitting there. I've been wanting to buy a house. I've been like saving to buy a house, and it has been at the forefront of my mind for the past 2 years. And it's a force. Like, I've been forcing this to try and happen, and it's not happening because I'm creating force. I'm creating resistance because I'm trying too hard. And then do you know what's happened? I'm going back to court, and now all that money I have saved, it's almost been taken away from me. I worked 6 days a week in the last year to be saving for this house, and it's almost like it's been taken away from me. So the best thing I can do is surrender. The more you try, the more you force, the more resistance you're giving to it. So you know what? Let's just focus on doing my tarot readings, creating these videos, and having fun and enjoying the journey. I know that my house will come. I 100% know it will, just like my soulmate will come into my life at the exact right time. I am not forcing my soulmate to come. I've only just started dating this year. I've been single for 5 years. And only now am I ready to date, because only now have I gotten myself financially stable. I know what I want from life. I'm going after it. I know what I want now. And because of that, I'm now ready to start dating people, because I've gotten my life into order. I've got myself to a level of loving myself, and I affirm it every single day. The life I want to manifest for myself, I affirm it throughout the day of every day. I have my house. It is beautiful. It is amazing. I have found my soulmate, the guy from Outlander. I have found him and we're so much in love. I have started my coaching business and people love to hear what I have to say, and I'm helping them overcome all life's obstacles and helping them manifest their best life. Like, this is what I affirm every single day. And now I've found like this tarot course, that's exactly what I wanted to do. You got to take the action. I can't tell you how many books I've read and acquired the knowledge and done a single thing about it. Haven't done a single thing. You can read so many books, but unless you take the action, that's where it's going to get you. Like, do your visualization, do your affirmations 100%. What you speak to the universe is what you get. So your language to yourself, like what you think in your mind, is what you manifest. Be careful what you speak to other people. Have your vent, yes, but be quick to it just be a vent, and then be quick to say your affirmations again. Turn your narrative around. But it does require effort. It does require moving forward, like just following the breadcrumbs. So I don't know where this is going to lead me, and I got comfortable being in the uncomfortable, and that's what Dr. Joe Dispenza says. Once you get outside of your comfort zone, wait, what am I trying to say? Once you get outside your comfort zone, that's when the doors start opening. That's when opportunities start coming in. But the doors can't open while you're sitting on your couch. Once you take that leap of faith, once you get outside of your comfort zone, that's where the doors open. They will not open if you do not take that step forward first. So I really hope this has helped. Let me know what you'd like me to talk more about. But yeah, with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you in my next video. Sorry.